Hi, what about the pleasure in the now? What about leaning forward into experience, into our parts? Often on our journeys and in IFS, there's a sense of discerning, kind of beingness, self, calls us okayness from experience, from the parts. It's like that's one of the reasons we start with the discernment of speaking from a part versus speaking for a part. Speaking from blended experience versus speaking from this that is aware of experience. Got it? This that is aware of, and that's what we find in IFS, we call that self, or in other practices they call that beingness, true nature, okayness, peace, love. And it's discernment that helps us know this that we speak of as the sky, this that's always here. But then once we get to know this, once that discernment is clear, and for some of us, once there's a sense of everything that arises, that nothing is separate from this beingness, once there's a glimpse of that, there seems to be another possibility. That so much of the game is about finding okayness, finding peace, finding a love, finding, the Buddhists call it equanimity, some find it as stillness, some call it as oneness, light, love, God. What if we went the opposite direction? What if we leaned in? What if we leaned in to the experience, to the parts, into the contraction? Often in effortless IFS, we call this an intimacy with. It's like, how intimate are we with what's arising? How intimate are we? But then as we keep leaning in to the experience, into the contraction itself, into the discomfort of whatever the parts are. My back hurts. I want relief from my back. I can't believe my partner said that. I want her to be different. I don't have enough money. I need more money. I need my body to work better. I need people to treat me differently. I need the politicians to be different. I need the war to end. As we feel whatever is playing in your system, whatever the foreground is, when we lean further into this intimacy, and we feel it, if we go in, just going into one of those, whatever's here for you. For me, it's I want my dad to have less difficulties. I want his health to be better. I want him to have more okayness. So feel the tension that's in me with that. What happens if we become more intimate with that? With the part. For sometimes in IFS we call it direct access, like a sense of blending with the part. What if we blend with it in this intimacy and notice the parts that come up? They're like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to feel this. I don't like this. I don't want to get stuck in. This is very uncomfortable. Get me out of here. But then if we stay in it, and sometimes if we sink into it, what's it like if we sink into the part, into the contraction, into the discomfort, so that we know, right? The premise of IFS is that self is always here. It's like the sky that's always present. As we sink into this discomfort, can we glimpse that there's space here, kind of like an electron microscope into an atom, but in this discomfort, can we glimpse that there's space here? Can we feel maybe that this discomfort is a vibration, is a frequency, is an aliveness? Can we sink further into that? What do you find? Can you touch a stillness? Can you touch perhaps a tenderness? Maybe even an okayness in the contraction itself. Some describe it as an openness within the contraction. See if you can taste that. And then when it becomes really fun, because often we're wanting to get away from discomfort, what becomes really fun is if we can start to find even a little bit of joy in there. Or, the ancients, when they describe their spiritual journeys, they use this word Satchitananda. Beingness, awareness, and bliss. This Ananda is often translated into bliss. What? What are you talking about? The idea that bliss is the very nature of our being. Like, see if you can taste that in this discomfort. Sorry if that was a bit of a distraction, but back to the discomfort, sinking into it. Is it possible that there's bliss or beingness or okayness or even pleasure and joy in that? And I'm just talking about reality here, really feeling into it. Because if we can touch that, sometimes the Buddhists will say that all suffering is just resistance. Like, what are we resisting? And if we can sink into this that we resist and find that it's, hey, this isn't a problem. If we can sink into the sensations. So what's that like? And this is the edge of my journey. I'm just exploring this too, but there's something really fun in this for me. So I'd love your comments on YouTube, or come and join us on the IFS Non-Dual community on Facebook, or the groups on effortlessifs.com. And I hope this was helpful. See you later.